Welcome, school leader. If you are watching this training, you have had success as a school leader and you have developed an expertise that has served countless students and families, as well as teachers and maybe even other school leaders. And you are at a crossroads. You love what you do, but you have realized that it is worth figuring out how to elevate your impact and your income because resting the fate and the future of your financial freedom and your future from an employer or an organization in which you're overworked and in many instances underpaid and in some instances underappreciated is not sustainable for the kind of future you envision for yourself. And deciding exactly how to elevate your impact and income has become a part-time job all on its own. The worst part about it is that you could pour hours, days, sometimes months into trying to figure out what your next step should or could be without ever actually figuring out the right next step. So that's why I've created a free interactive training that will show you why becoming an independent consultant is the best investment you can make in yourself right now. I'll teach you how to generate a viable business, how to avoid business failure, and how you can generate income without wasting time or thousands of dollars before you're actually making a profit. So let's get right into it. Let's dive into the training. So welcome to the training. In this training, first, I'm going to start by teaching you 3 mistakes that starting consultants make that absolutely kill their business and how you can avoid those to create a successful launch to your very own consulting practice. And then we'll walk through my exact process for starting a consulting business that's viable and actually gets you paying clients. I'll share what I did to make my first $9,000 after just being open for 2 weeks. Then at the end of this training, I'll invite you to become an early adopter of my newest program, Consultation Kickoff, launch in 10 days. This is where I help serious school leaders launch their very own consulting practice and sign their very first paying client in just 10 days. And just a quick heads up, when you see the value that's packed into this program, you're going to be shocked at all that's available for anyone who signs up today. So, first, let me share why I'm doing this. Honestly, it's because in the past 3 years, schools have been hemorrhaging talent. Educators have been leaving our profession in droves, as you know, and there is so much demand for consulting support. At the end of this video, I'll actually clarify for you the top 3 consultation requests that 90,000 schools are looking for right now. Serving schools truly, above all else, brings me a ton of joy. I love the work that I do, whether I'm leading professional developments for teachers and school leaders, or I'm delivering lessons to help improve teaching practices. I love teaching, and I deeply enjoy creating learning experiences that allow students of all ages, from children to adults, to build confidence and achieve greatness. So we're going to dive right into those 3 consulting career killers. And after sharing each one, I'll clarify for you the antidote that you can equip yourself with so that you avoid failure and you actually launch a successful consulting business. Now, on this page is a link to a free ebook that's going to help you get the most out of this training. If you didn't download the ebook yet, go ahead and pause the training, click the link, and download the ebook so that you can also gain the most out of this training. All right, let's dive in. The first and largest killer of consulting careers is a lack of clarity. Aspiring consultants who are unclear how to start their business often fall into one of a few traps. They scroll for hours or days, sometimes months on end, learning about potential opportunities, potential businesses, but they never actually take a step forward in the right direction to begin their own. Or they are bogged down by so much overwhelm that they give up on the idea of consulting altogether, only to come back to the idea, longing, wishing they knew how to make it a reality, wishing they could spend energy on feelings and desires that are yielding outcomes, but unfortunately, it increases nothing in their bank account, nothing in their belief in their ability to do it. And these kinds of consultants often build resentment towards their current job, the people around them, and even towards themselves, losing countless hours of sleep, suffering from anxiety, knowing there's something else they could be doing, not having a clue how to make it happen.
The worst, maybe the worst of all, is that this kind of consultant crumbles after one success. So if any of this sounds familiar to you, without clarity, even if you are to gain your first client, because you lack a clear strategy, you will either take on way too much work that's far outside the scope of your services because you're afraid of losing that one client that you were able to sign, or you'll remain stuck after signing that one client and have no idea how to continue to generate more clients and more income. And so here's the antidote to that strategy: a clear consultant business strategy, or what I like to call the consultee's launchpad. It's at the beginning of every educational consultant's business. They first have a crystal clear focus. They know what their core offer includes, what it does not include, and they know any potential add-ons that will make sense with that service. They know how to generate a sustainable start that does not overcomplicate their client acquisition process. And they also have regulation awareness. They know how to become a legally operating entity, begin maintaining and continuing a business bank account, and they know how to protect themselves through contractual agreements. These three components make up an easy launch for any beginning consultant and ensures their success. So chapter 1 of the free ebook of the Consultee's Blueprint walks you through crafting that exact crystal clear core offer so you can begin from that Consultee's Launchpad. To get the most out of this training, go ahead and pause the video here, open up the ebook, and build out your Consultee's Launchpad. You'll see it in chapter 1. All right, let's keep learning. The second killer of consulting careers is none other than underdeveloped success habits. As important as it is, a clear plan alone is not enough to move from the launchpad to an actual business. Consultants who have underdeveloped their key business success habits experience one of the few following traps or pitfalls. They don't attract the right client, and so they're wasting time waiting through too many people, having too many phone calls that are not actually aligned with their offer in the first place. This wasted time literally equals wasted money. The time you could have spent talking to your ideal client has now been spent in a conversation that led to added value for neither you nor the client on your phone. These consultants also end up spending money on the wrong things. This is probably the most fatal trap to fall into for any business. If you are hemorrhaging money and making none, it is a surefire way to turn your once beautiful and energizing idea into debt that pushes you further away from your financial goals and further away from the life that you wanted so badly. And not having developed success habits can be the difference between realizing after a $10 purchase, you need to change course, or after a $50 purchase, you need to change course, and wasting $2,000 or more on a product or service or part of your funnel that you thought would help your business, but actually doesn't. And perhaps worst of all, these consultants without clear success habits operate inauthentically and unprofessionally and lose credibility and trust. Listen, it's one thing to lose money, and it's a whole other thing to lose the trust of people who have decided to invest in you. And it's a whole other thing to still lose credibility because you operated outside of alignment with yourself. You cannot propose an offer that you cannot deliver on. If you say you'll provide X, then make sure you can provide X. If you guarantee a certain result, make sure that result is within your locus of control. Underdeveloped success habits can mean breaking people's trust in you, can mean losing trust in your products, your service, and that is very hard to earn back. Now, the antidote is effective habits. Consistent success habits, focusing on building the right things at the right time, becomes the actual vehicle that will propel your business. I like to call this vehicle the Consultee Success Habits. By focusing on three things, you prevent yourself from operating without integrity or operating without achieving results. You maintain trust and you maintain credibility. You have to invest in development paired with accountability. There's just no way around this one. Before you ever taught in a classroom, you earned a degree that paved the way for you to do so. Before you truly had transformational results, you learned from educators around you. You or a mentor or a family member or another leader held you accountable. Development and accountability must be the first two levers that you use to propel your business forward. You said you would deliver on X, have you? What will you do now? What is the next step to maintaining this business relationship? And if you've never run a consulting business before, it's ridiculously irrational to expect that you can do it all by yourself with no guidance, no support, nothing, no help. There is literally no reason to set yourself up for that level of failure or struggle as well. And the third thing you have to attend to is alignment. And you have to attend to it often. Does this offer align with what I believe, with what I've been able to do in the past, or with what I'm learning to do right now? Do I believe in the work that I'm pitching? You must be able to answer these questions at every step of your journey to ensure authenticity of your product, of your offer, of your service, and to ensure actual business growth. Now, chapter 2 of the free ebook, The Consultee's Blueprint, will walk you through prompts that will help you build an effective consultation business. So to get the most out of this training, pause the video here, open up the ebook, and create a vision for your consultee success habits in chapter 2. This is critical to your business because having your own vision then aligns you with your ideas and allows you to align with the right business coach, the right development opportunities, and then the right client so that you can see profitability while earning the trust of those you want to serve. Now, we've discussed consultation killers 1 and 2. Let's dive into perhaps the biggest of them all. Consultation business killer number 3, a misaligned environment. Now, a consultant will struggle to accelerate their growth and cultivate a successful business without the right environment. So yes, you have a launch pad. Yes, you've built the vehicle that will propel your business forward, but you finally need the right environment. And I call this the consultee's environment. In order to create the right environment for your consulting business to thrive, there are 3 things you need. The very first is you need to begin with yourself. You have to begin with balance within yourself to ensure you have the right foundations for being a successful business owner, and you have the right foundation. That is why I only work with expert school leaders who already have a track record of proven results, who already know what it takes to make sure that they can maintain balance in their lives. The next thing you need is to strategically learn from the successes and the failures of motivational mentors. Anyone who has done what you seek to do is a wealth of knowledge. Business owners who have achieved their goals before you upgrade, they upgrade your environment. They create a healthy environment for your business to thrive and launch because you see success around you. You understand what it takes to get that level of success, and then you're guided to achieving that success for yourself. Lastly, you need access to a supportive community that's going to provide you targeted supports and create the right condition for your business launch. Now, think about the right environment that allows something to thrive and grow. Supportive, honest, accountable. These are things that have to describe the community that you're learning with, because the wrong community will have you shying away from opportunities that stand to bring you closer to your financial goals. Now, chapter 3 of the free ebook of the Consultee's Blueprint walks you through prompts that will help you build that effective business. Make sure that you open up the ebook and use chapter 3 to gain a deeper understanding of how to create the consultee's environment so that you can build your own consulting practice without overwhelm and instead with ease. So now you've been trained on the top 3 consulting business killers, and you have the knowledge to avoid them and launch a successful business. As I shared at the start of this training, in addition to teaching you these 3 killers, and in addition to giving you the antidotes and the free ebook, I'm also going to reveal to you my step-by-step training that guides consultants from these danger zones, lack of clarity, underdeveloped success habits, misaligned environment, to a successful business launch where you have your very own ready to accept clients consulting business up and running in just 10 days. So, as a seasoned leader, you have an incredible treasure chest of expertise and wisdom that has transformed the lives of children, families, teachers, and even other school leaders. To this day, your impact is felt in the schools and the families that you serve. And you use this treasure to elevate everyone around you. And now it's time to zoom in on and elevate yourself. After being the guiding light for so many others, it might seem actually impossible to build a transformational and limitless career for you, but you can do it. Taking your brilliant expertise and crafting a consulting career that is owned and operated by you might seem like uncharted and maybe even unlikely territory. But let me ask you this. What if you had right at your fingertips the roadmap? One that would lead you straight from your current role, from your primary source of income, into a thriving business that brings you financial abundance, that brings you limitless opportunities to serve students, schools, and educators around the country. Well, that's exactly what I've built with the Consultation Kickoff. A transformative journey that takes an aspiring independent consultant from uncertainty and frustrations and wondering, can I do this, to a thriving business owner who has multiple streams of income and a sense of fulfillment that they earned without struggling with business startup overwhelm. So let's get into the exact program. In day one of the program, we dive right into six-figure foundations. We review the options that you have for business setup. Should you have and file for a sole proprietorship? Should you have an LLC? Do you need a business bank account? How do you set up your finances right from the start? I make sure that you set your business up to get ready to take in thousands of dollars and make you some incredible earnings without having to spend that much to get started. Then in day two, we cover how to find your ideal client. I'll make sure that you're crystal clear on your target market, how your consulting offer aligns with their needs, and then you'll learn the most accelerated paths to finding the clients who cannot wait to pay because they deeply understand the value of your service. Then in day three, we'll map out your offer. You will create and revise your first 4-figure offer. I'll teach you how to make sure you move from a cool idea to a rock solid consulting offer on this day. You'll learn how to showcase your expertise while building the foundation for replicating your process over time and bring in multiple streams of income. We'll also set financial goals so you know exactly what you're working towards and how this level of clarity sets amateur consultants apart from successful business owners. On this day, we'll also talk about the top most profitable consultation requests that schools are making. Well, the top 3 right now that are in highest demand are instructional coaching systems and structures, diversity, equity, and inclusion, as well as social emotional learning trainings that improve student and teacher retention, and leadership school systems development and maintenance. So I'll help you craft your ideal offer, connect your expertise to one of the requests that are already in high demand. How can you make your offer stand out and make sure that schools desire you out of all of the consulting offers? We'll dive into that on day 3 of the program. Then on the next day, day 4, we'll conquer mastering website woes. I'll answer the website and software questions plaguing you, like how much do you need to spend to build an online presence and how much time should go to creating a website? Do you need a website? I'll even teach you what is the software that's going to help you reach your financial goals without breaking the bank. What are the systems, easy, not overcomplicated, that will allow you to build what you need when you need it? You will avoid tech overwhelm. You'll avoid stressing out over whether you need to be a social media influencer and what you need to do to gain clients and how to actually make money in your business. The simple fact is you don't need a really complicated system, and you don't need to be a full-on social media influencer to make money in your business. I'll teach you exactly what you do need, and you'll focus on what's most important. Then on the next day, on day 5, we'll maximize access to your first offer. Now that you know exactly what you need to build and what you don't need to build, you'll build it. We'll generate a clear pathway for your potential clients to become full-on paying customers who are excited to invest in your offer because they see how you can get them to their goals. On day 6, we'll build a really clear vision for how you can build credibility. Whether you have access to testimonials and case studies or not, I'll teach you how you can build credibility, turning skeptical and unsure listeners into people who want to learn more about what you do and how you can serve them. You'll learn 2 types of client acquisition strategies and how you make your ideal client come to you. On day 7, we'll dive into the meaty stuff. Now that you know what you offer, who you offer it to, and how to get them to you, how do you turn this interested person into an actual paying client? And how do you do that without feeling inauthentic or salesy? We'll cover both the basics and the deep nuances of actually making sales. On day 8, we'll cover lead or attraction magnets and network outreach. You'll learn the most effective methods for hooking in your ideal client. You'll learn tangible actions that will lead to you quickly making your first sale. On day 9, we're going to cover pitching and resilience. You'll learn both to build the habit and the muscle of leading a client through a sales journey that takes them from interested to whipping out their credit card. And we'll also cover resilience and persisting through discomfort so that you can reach your consulting goals. On day 10, you'll learn how to seal the deal. What to do now that your ideal client is ready to sign up. How do you protect yourself with a clear agreement of services? And how do you get your client excited and prep for the work to come? You'll even have access to the templates that I've used to close 4- and 5-figure deals. Guidance, mentorship, community, and accountability take great ideas to phenomenal realities, so they're literally baked into the course. And for a limited time, for consultants who are serious about turning their idea into a consulting business reality, I am going to give the first 30 adopters of my program an added bonus. You will be able to accelerate your process with a free group coaching call from me, where I will look at your consulting offer, help you remove any roadblocks or bumps getting in the way of your success, and then we'll identify the next steps that you're going to take that will help you get through the process at maximum speed. These acceleration calls are typically held only for my clients in my group coaching or my one-to-one coaching programs. But I know firsthand the impact of strategic acceleration on the viability of a new business. So I'm offering this limited time option for free for my first 30 adopters of this program. And so now you have a really powerful and important choice to make. You can either stay where you are now, continue to trade more of your energy than you can ever feasibly be paid for in your traditional role, make an income that is dependent upon one person or one organization who can actually decide your fate at any moment, no matter how much of an impact you make. You can continue scrolling for hours on end, screenshotting ideas, conducting research that doesn't actually lead to anything, that doesn't actually lead to any more money in your bank account than before. No more opportunities for building financial freedom than when you started scrolling. Or you could step confidently into the next phase of investing in you. You could unlock your limitless potential as an educational consultant. You could set prices, identify your clients on your own terms, and have your own consulting practice up and running in just 10 days. So if you're ready to improve achievement, if you're ready to support schools, if you're ready to launch your own consulting business in just 10 days, then it's important to note that using a blueprint that's going to walk you through each step while having access to a consultant who can help you tailor your offer to schools is going to give you the highest likelihood of your success. It will exponentially increase the possibility of you having your operational consulting business up and running. And without a blueprint, without the guidance of someone who's been there, done that, researched it, improved it, and taught it to others, you are embarking on a complicated road trip with no map, no GPS, no signs, and you're ignoring the directions from a traveler who's been there and who can help you get there too. And that's why I created this program. And that's why I'm offering spots to school leaders just like you to join. Launch your own consulting business and gain control of your financial freedom in ways that you've dreamt of. If you're ready to launch your own consulting business in just 10 days, click the link below and sign up for the Consulting Kickoff course. The Consulting Kickoff course launches on Sunday, October 15th. Any early adopters purchasing this course right now have access to a 60% discount. Yes, you heard me right. If you take advantage of this offer, you will have access to a 60% discount of the Consultation Kickoff. So get ready to launch your own consulting business in just 10 days. Click the link below. For just $97, you will have early adopter access and access to a bonus acceleration coaching call. So click the link and join the program right now.